There's Black Beauty right there, the original coin door from Walmart. Booyah. Anyway, this was my test machine. It's now Black Beauty. Over here we got natural wood finish. This guy's all done. Probably my favorite machine. I like the button layout on this the most. I got volume right there. What else does it have? Oh yeah, this right here is actually wired. It's your extra ball buy-in button. Booyah, it's all wired in. So it's really legit. Cordless keyboard, new glass. But check out that DMD. See how big it is? Check out this DMD. It's like a 14-inch screen right there. It's monstrous. Like, check this out. There's my hand right there. Look at my hand next to this one. Next to this one, like my hand, look, takes up the whole thing over here. So this thing's like literally 6 times bigger. And then my back glass takes up the entire frame. There's like about probably a 1/4 inch around the outside right there. So this thing's really come together. One big mistake I did make is I put all my buttons right here, and I actually lean against the machine a lot when I get tired. So I'm gonna end up like hitting exit and enter probably, like accidentally. So that was a mistake, not a big deal. Anyway, these are those fans that change color. And the other thing about this is this, even with the screen, would only be a $1,500 build if it wasn't for my hardware. My hardware like this, these side rails and that stupid custom lockdown bar, that was an extra 600 bucks. So I could have, with the OLED screen, I could have built this for 1,500 without the legs and stuff. So anyway, I'm into this for 2,200 bucks, but it's such a neat build. I got 12 buttons, and I gotta throw another one of these USB encoders in here. I think I need like 3 or 4 more. 10 speakers in this bad boy, and I'll show you that in a second. But I got my amp down here, 7.1 surround sound. You can stick your head in here anytime you want and see all that real easy. Then I got a computer that slides in and out. Fans right there. Come in the back here, you got your on buttons like right there. So I might put an actual button. But lots of ventilation in this bad boy. Super clean. Anyway, there's 10 speakers in here. We're going to have a huge central channel, then 2 giant left and rights for the front. This is technically the back, so it's going to have a left and right back. Then the woofer, that is 6. Then I still have 2 surround channels and 1 zone 2, I believe, that I'm going to use. So anyway, these are the transducer speakers, and I would have rather had them a little more like here and back a little farther, but I was already like, this is all screwed in, so it'll be fine. These are the ones that do vibration. So anyway, it works out to 7 channels. It's working out perfectly. We're gonna have front, back, right, and left transducers plus 6 speakers, which includes a subwoofer. Check this out. Boom! That's like, you can't see it, but that's the subwoofer right there. And it's a 10-incher. So it's crazy. So yeah, that's that. So I do have to go buy. The hardest thing about these builds is getting the speakers. So tracking those down off Facebook is pretty crazy, but I have everything ready. These are all my speaker cable ends, and they're all labeled, ready to rock and roll. So just waiting for speakers, and this thing is going to be together. I got the lockdown bar right here. Boom, there it is. The other thing, I was also a little disappointed because the lockdown bar has got like kind of a jagged edge right there. Whereas if you look over here, it's more rounded. But I got over it, and I'm going to use this one for now. And then I'm going to actually buy a real lockdown bar and weld 2 of them together. And then see if it's any better. But I got this one as backup. And it came out nice. It fit perfectly. Oh, the other thing is, so this fan situation, these are silent fans. So we got this one, these two little guys, remember those? Pushing them through the middle from the first machine. And then these guys at the top and the back sucking them out. And besides, we got that hole and that hole. So it's like, all these fans are silent as well. So it's actually not even needed. Oh, the other funny thing is that this one and this one is actually a 12-volt button. But it doesn't matter, the signal. We just hook up the ground and the positive to either one, doesn't even matter. But then they want 12 volts for the light. So what I did was I went to the Goodwill and I got little cell phone adapters. Look like. So I just went to the Goodwill. There's the sticker right there. And it's really hard to see, but they got all these little cell phone adapters. And if you look, or whatever, power adapters, if you look on them, you'll see which ones say 12 volt. I usually have to magnify it. And then anyway, I hook it right up to this. So I do need my own plug for each light, but it's a real easy, cheap way to get your 12 volt buttons lighted and then lit or whatever. And then there's two more leads on there that go to the 5 volt button pressing whatever off the EG Starts USB encoder, and it works great. So it's $1.99 for those instead of buying like a $24 power supply. That's pretty much it. So this guy, he's still waiting for a new computer. I ran out of money last week. I did give him a new screen in there. But anyway, I'm thinking of possibly keeping this cabinet and putting like a super expensive 43-inch thing in here and a hot computer. So I could basically do 120 hertz. So I'd have a 43-inch. And then, of course, I'd have the big dog right there. But this one's probably my favorite. So this one, definitely going to find a home. Someone will love that. And then Black Beauty over here will soon be out the door. But not quite yet. All right. Good times.